So I wanted to make this video because I think it's important, and whoever it is that can help put the pieces together and alleviate my mother's side of the family. I haven't seen my mother in over 10 years, but maybe once, and I don't even know if this was even my mother before that. I think it may have been more than 15 years, maybe even more than 20 years that I've seen my mother. The last time that I saw my mother was when I ate at a Mexican restaurant, and I know that I took a picture with her, and that was it. I have been only speaking to her identical twin. I want to say in the last, because her twin has been posing as her, they're not letting me have any communication with my mother. I had no choices. I had no power over this. Whoever is taking charge over has completely just taken everything. For anyone to do this at the magnitude, I have no say in anything. All I can do is try to get more information to help, because I'm barely her son. Any kind of representative of her. So I have to say something because she can't think for herself, and whoever the psychologists have taken over everything. But I wanted to say I'm going to share a few stories that I've never shared before, and I was trying to backtrack and thinking, and I was trying to remember, and this is going to be about the story of my dad's sister, Julian's identical twin, being uncovered 4 to 5 years before Julian reunited with his identical twin, when I didn't know anything about it when I was in my teenage years. I was going to get elementary, and I recall speaking to Miss Lowry, Miss Walden, and Miss Wahlberg, and they were, I'll make a whole video on this about how they were referencing. They knew about Ivan's sister, which was my biological sister, the little girl that died, who was being abused. My mom's daughter, who they were asking me questions, and how Julian was pointed out, that they found out that Julian was an identical twin. This is about 4 to 5 years before Julian ever knew or reunited with his identical twin. So, or triplets. I don't even know if he's more than just identical twins. So I'll make a video on this, of what they said, what they did when I was going to class. They were a full-blown investigation on my mother. This is like 4 years, 5 years. I was like I was in 4th grade. I was about 9 years old when I started going to special tutoring classes with my teacher, who thank God, helped me a lot in education. I particularly wasn't the fastest learner, and she helped me a lot. But I wanted to just say, I'm going to talk about this because many people were. So long before my mother thought she was under control of things, someone else was investigating and tracking my mother down, and they found out that my mother had an identical twin, her children. So I'm going to make videos about that, discussing details of that, what they said, referencing, and what they did. This is probably very important to find out who was really in control, what the story, to make it more fitting to how everybody was trying to help my mother, and I wasn't in the picture. And it really wasn't me that did anything. It was other people that did. If I haven't seen my mother in 10 years, but once, what credit do I have to even, let alone just even say I'm her son, and what they're getting her identical twin to say, be very malicious and nasty toward me? I don't know what to say, other than just try to give love and believe in Jesus and do what Jesus says through my mother's twin's mouth, and what everyone tells me what Jesus is saying. I don't really know what to say. But I'm going to try. I think this would be helpful for Frankie and Julian to want to know.